And here to talk to us more about deportations, ICE, and the border is John Fabbricatore, a retired ICE field office director. John, it's good to see you again. And let's jump right in. I do want to get your take on Border Patrol stopping wearing these body cameras in the field. And we hear the rationale is to avoid detection here. Is this the right move? And without body cameras, what else can ICE do to ensure transparency and accountability to the public?
Well, it is the right move because it's going to keep Border Patrol agents and ICE agents safe. Right now, there is a flaw in that system, and it can detect within 100 meters if an ICE agent or Border Patrol agent is in the area. So I think it's very important that they're not wearing these cameras at the time. To maintain transparency, ICE just needs to be forward-thinking. Whenever they make an arrest, they need to talk to the media and make sure the media is aware, especially with big operations. But these guys cannot be wearing these cameras right now where there's this flaw.
What do you make of a new memo that warns of a potential shooting attack on American federal agents from the Mexican side of the border? Are you tracking that at all?
Yes, ma'am. So, the cartel is going to do things like this. Look, they are making billions of dollars in what they do, in the human trafficking, human smuggling, drug trafficking. They are going to push back as we secure the border. But look, border security is national security. We have to make sure that that border is secure.
We know that ICE arrests, meanwhile, have slowed down in February compared with January. We know that Border Czar Tom Homan has expressed disappointment with this. Do you have any theories as to why that slowdown may be happening?
Well, I think the operational tempo is just new to a lot of these agents. For the last 4 years, what was happening with under Biden is they were just doing processing. They weren't out on the street making all these arrests. I think once this tempo kind of reaches, a certain method for these men and women, they're going to start making more arrests. I think that we'll see that very soon.
We know one of the top leaders of the Sinaloa cartel, Humberto Rivera, has been arrested this week, and two suspected cartel members are dead as well after a gunfight with Mexican soldiers. And meanwhile, U.S. Green Beret soldiers are going to start training Mexican Marines. Do all of these things signify that we are making progress in the fight against cartels? Is this still just a drop in the bucket?
We're definitely making progress. Look, under President Trump, we're starting to do a lot of different things. I think it's important that the Green Berets get down there and they train with the Mexican Federales and the Mexican Marines. We have to stop these cartels. If we're going to get serious about securing our border, these type of efforts need to be made.
John Fabbricatore, always appreciate you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.